Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Cult Juice channel. In today's video, I kind of want to get into Ice Spice. I kind of want to talk about Ice Spice. Ice Spice, recently, her career has been suffering, and a lot of people wanted me to discuss this. They wanted me to discuss Ice Spice's career on a downward spiral. Ice Spice has been just flopping lately. Her music quality has been going downhill continuously. Her numbers have dropped. Her Spotify numbers have dropped. Her Apple Music numbers have dropped. Everything has dropped. Her YouTube numbers have dropped. Everything is dropping. Stats are just dropping down to her ass crack. Okay, let's get into that. Now, as you all may or may not know, Ice Spice has just dropped her newest song called Give Me a Light. Okay, Give Me a Light is a song she previewed at Coachella. Allegedly, it's supposed to be a part 2 diss to Lotto. Allegedly, that's supposed to be like a follow-up to Fart. Okay, and it's basically just her talking about, give me a light. I took her spot. I'm his poopy. Like, she's saying the same things over and over again. Cool, that's fine. But the song comes out, and social media, they don't like this song. Like, this is probably one of the songs that Ice Spice has made that people just kind of be like, not that good. And I agree. But people are finally catching on to Ice Spice's thing that she has going on here. So song comes out, does about 1 million views in about 2 days, which is not good because normally she does about 1 million views in 1 day. As you all may or may not know, she brags about that in her songs. She has a lyric that says like 1 million views in a day. That's normally her standard, but she's not even getting that anymore. So then we have the song comes out, great. Days later, we're trying to figure out, where is the song at on Billboard? Okay, normally Ice Spice's music debuts on Billboard, and as a mainstream artist in the industry, typically all your music needs to debut on Billboard, especially if you have songs with Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, and a lot of big artists. Okay, so her newest single fails to chart. That is just a problem. That's a big problem. And many people are concerned because they didn't think that Ice Spice would ever see a decline in her career. They thought she was here to stay, and they thought she was going to be just this A-list girl who never falls off. Now, I kind of disagree with that. I feel like I've always had a feeling that she might not really, stand the test of time, honestly, because I feel like deep down inside, Ice Spice doesn't have it to be a longevity artist. She doesn't have it to be an artist who can be here in 20 years. I can't see Ice Spice here in 20 years, okay? We are just now witnessing the beginning of her decline, okay? Her Spotify numbers, she used to have over 30 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Now it went down to only 18 million. Now, yes, I understand that some artists would love to have 18 million monthly listeners. I'm not saying it's low, but it's definitely a major decline from what she has had before. And I just feel like that's if you don't take anything from this video, the fact that her monthly listeners have almost got cut into half, that should be concerning to you. All right, because that's a big red flag. All those people just stop listening to you like that? Wow, that's just crazy to me. That's insane. Okay, I wonder why. All right, but people just feel like Ice Spice, she just drops these quick singles really quickly and just puts out these little songs, and then that's it. It's like people feel like she's not really putting out art. People feel like she's just putting out music just to say she's putting out music. Now, granted, Ice Spice, her music is kind of, I don't want to say it's repetitive, but I mean, the sound alone is repetitive. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because I do feel like some songs kind of sound different in some ways, but majority of the songs all sound the same. They do. I'm trying to be nice here, but they all sound the same. I'm just being real. And I've always knew this was going to be an issue for her. I've always known that her using Riot and using that same sound, using that same, cadence, I've always known that eventually people would get so tired of it. I just knew. I've always known that. I always felt that. I feel like she needed to branch out with a new producer. Try some new sounds. She did try a pop route with Taylor Swift. That was okay. I kind of applaud her for that because that was a risky move to do as a drill artist. She was on a song called Karma by Taylor Swift. That was a pop song that she was on. So I give her props for that. That was a cool little thing that she did there. But it just feels like the Ice Spice wave was coming to an end. For real. And not even to mention the whole Nicki Minaj drama. When she and Nicki Minaj Well, Ice Spice got exposed for her messages discussing Nicki Minaj, all right? That put a bad taste in a lot of rap heads' mouth. You know, a lot of people who love rap and love female rap, they don't like when you discuss negativity about somebody who is the pioneer of an entire genre, Nicki Minaj. Like, how are you the person to sit up here and bash her when she has given you many opportunities, many collaborations? Like, you called her bitter and called her ungrateful and like delusional. Like, it's like, you know, and also her ego is getting to her head. Your ego gets to your head. Your music sounds repetitive. Your fans, you're losing fans. You know, your monthly listeners are going down. Using the same producer. And this all bothers me because guess what? She hasn't even put out her first album yet. She hasn't even released her first album and all this is going on? Can you imagine what those album week sales are going to be? Can you imagine what those album first week sales will be when it comes out? Okay, Y2K is Ice Spice's debut album that's supposed to be coming out pretty soon, I believe. But even then, it's like, if your lead singles to your album is flopping, what the fuck do you think your album's gonna do? Yeah, it's gonna flop as well. Okay, no shade. Okay, and I feel like this kind of makes me sound like a hater. I'm really not trying to come from that standpoint. But I'm really just trying to get to the bottom of like, hey, Ice Spice, this is not working out anymore. Let's go ahead and wrap this up and redo this thing. Let's go ahead and tweak this thing. Okay, Ice Spice, she isn't completely done yet. She's not completely over. She still has about a few more chances to redo what she has done in terms of like the way she's been moving, her sound. Like, she still has a chance to, like, you know what I'm saying, bounce back. But I feel like she's gotten so comfortable, and she just feels like she's just above, you know, the whole rap game, which is delusional. These girls, and, you know, they get their head hyped up. Also, the whole Lotto beef, you know, the Lotto beef, I'm not saying that they can't beef, but, like, it just kind of feels like the whole Lotto and Ice Spice beef was also pointless. Like, why are you beefing with Lotto? We don't know the back history to it at all. It's just you beefing with her for what? Like, you calling her out for what? Like, I feel like for real, on both ends, that beef is pointless. Like, it's just like two girls just catfighting. Because they was literally at a red carpet together and they didn't even say anything to each other, and y'all be having all this rap beef online. And y'all literally did not even acknowledge each other. Okay? If I had rap beef with somebody, you know, I would wait until after the event is over for sure, because I'm not going to be fighting at events, but you definitely going to get these hands one way or another, okay? For sure. But, you know, I feel like deep down inside, though, I think Ice Spice just was not ready. Like, she rose to fame too quickly. Before she blew up, she had only been rapping for about a year. Like, and typically it takes you a few years to really find your sound. And that's why blowing up sometimes is not good, because you haven't really fully developed as an artist. You don't even know your sound for real. You don't even know what's working for you for real. Ice Spice blew up way too soon. And that's another thing as to, you know, why I feel like she's just going on a downward spiral now. And some of y'all may say, oh, well, she's not really, you know, on the decline because she's still being talked about. She's still out here. But no, I can't say that, because a year ago today, Ice Spice was at a whole other place in her career. Like, she was way more, you know, talked about, way more discussed. Like, her social media presence was way higher. It's like now she's just, I don't know. It's just, it's not really quite sticking anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I really do not want to sound like a hater. But unfortunately, Ice Spice, your time is kind of up now. I mean, maybe not. Is it? Do y'all think her time is up? I don't know. I'm having a hard time, like, putting a final, like, okay, it's over, you know, or it's going to be over soon. Like, because I feel like when the album drops and we see those first week sales, that's going to be the real test. So I can't really say right now the official, like, my official opinion on everything right now. But when that album comes out, oh yeah, we're going to have a real detailed explanation of what's going on with Miss Girl. We're going to definitely know, and we're going to definitely see. But until then, y'all, we got to just wait, okay? How have you all been feeling about Ice Spice lately? How do you feel about her music, her recent behaviors, her recent decisions, her recent, you know, lack of numbers, her lack of innovation? Let's discuss all that down below in the comment section. Do you agree with some of my points? Do you disagree? We can have an open discussion down below in the comment section. I would love to get into it. I would love to read what you have to say, and I would love to have a discussion with y'all, okay? So yeah, y'all, go ahead and comment down below. I will see you all in the next videos. All I have for you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, welcome to the Culture Juice family. So glad to have you here. We discuss all things pop culture. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.